This is both an ultrasound of the aorta and gallbladder. A couple things to give tips on. First off, the probe is backwards. You have it on the abdomen, but the indicator is to the patient's left. And the reason why I know that is that this is the IVC, this is the aorta, the spleen you see briefly over here, and you see the liver, and everything should be flipped. Now, as long as you know what you're looking at, that's okay with me. But the first tip is the indicator, when on top of the abdomen anteriorly, should always be pointed towards the patient's right. The other thing, your depth is set to 17 centimeters. This is the spine right here. And the reason why you know that is that there is this hyperechoic ring with shadowing. And then the aorta always lies on top of it. The spine in this skinny patient is only about 8 centimeters deep. So when you're 17 centimeters deep, when you're focused on the aorta and the gallbladder right here, you don't get as much of the ultrasound images focused on that. And so you really want to decrease your depth. So probe was backwards, you want to decrease your depth. That's the two things. If you're doing an aorta ultrasound, you have to keep going until you see it bifurcate to the iliacs, which you do not see. And so in the aorta, ultrasound is limited. You do need to see it bifurcate to the iliacs. And then lastly, you do have the gallbladder right here. I agree it's limited. Had you just fanned a little bit more, I think you would have seen the edge of it. I think one of the reasons why it's tough to visualize if it's the gallbladder or not is, again, the depth. You know, it's only 5 centimeters deep. There's your portal triad over there. And so had you decreased your depth, I think you would have better been able to evaluate to see that there are no stones. So I hope this video makes sense. Thanks for saving.